morning.
Ay, we got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. Ay, we smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch. Blunt to the face, it's really one of those days. I'm rolling me up the cake, got flavors, come get a taste. Smell like I hit a skunk, roll bubble bath by the 8. I'm smoking Pico de Pio, cause Pico grown that great. Lately we feed on hunting, the marijuana abundant. The opportunities endless, we lately wanting for nothing. High up in outer space, I'm someone floating by Mars. Cause when you up this high, it's easy to shoot the stars. I blow a wood and kick back from a long day. So much weed around, no excuse for a long face. Ask my plugs, they fucking with me the long way. This ain't no one-off, this how we do it always. We got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. We smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch.
You know we rolling up gas, you smell this shit through the bag. Hit flower shop for the Pico, I'ma need at least a half. Grab this one for the night, it isn't supposed to last. Of course the ashes is white, you ain't even gotta ask. Favorite color is red, the secondary is green. It really should be purple, cause you find it all in weed. You can find it out in nature, you can find it on the street. But if you looking for snow, you gon' find it with the trees. Where you won't hear a sound, the village hidden in leaves. From micros to O's, we never scared of a fee. We got smackers in the bong, we got smackers in the leaf. Bet I smack your sober ass, you say the smackers ain't for me, we getting high.
We got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. We smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch.
Roll one. That's what she says, but I got a fresh batch, so baby, come on, that answer's yes. But break it up, cause we a team. The flavors and long leaves, I'm fucking living dreams. Our weed is not exotic, what you smoke might be toxic. Gotta watch what you're smoking now, shh, and what you copping. Got one blow and these clouds forming, as I'm sliding. Easy times changing, these strange blazing, my eyes crying. This shit's the truth, who left us lose? Look back at this back, crack and call me some bloody rules. So much change to visit to this booth, but what hasn't is my passion is smacking and I'm proof.
We got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. We smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch.
It's a new day, a wholehearted exclusive. I keep my mind out on the moon and I'm alert when I do it. I never knew it could be helpful, all the plans from the earth. I keep a rocket coming around me, take me back to my birth. I reassert myself, realign my cerebellum. The product is proof, never lying when I get in them. I'm here to pick out the potent, I'll know if it's got me choking. I'm rolling the best of Buddha with homies, and yeah, we smoking, taking it to the brain, riding, going insane. I'm trying to tell you the lames could never capture the frame. Do this until we die, from seed to clone we rely on photosynthesis. My intention is just to survive.
We got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. We smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch.
It's a fresh batch, take a hit and then tilt your head back. Got you seeing holographic, this a red pack. Made a magic, we in the air like a pair of pterodactyls. Only been a half an hour, we just cleared the house, let's clear this room. I think my tires, they got more weight than that. But I'm trying to get higher, so tell me where's the gas. I'm getting statues, so if you care to dive, I know where it's at. I'm zoning out, so Medusa, I'll be staring back. I'm here to snack, I'm here to laugh, I'm here to nap. I'm here to try out some new flavors, so tear it back. Prepare to dab and roll one up. I'm with my bros, we getting stoned, no doubt. I'm getting.
We got some flavors, pick your poison, roll it up and get high. And we smoking through it, then we open up the next pack. I've been waiting for this moment all day, we getting high. Pull up on us, we'll be smoking on a fresh batch.
Right there, we got our squad family. Skyrider, Jay Hornet, what's going down? It is a Monday. We in this, it's the morning wood. What are we smoking out there? Let me hear it. Shout out to you for being in here. What up, Mario, with the thumbs up, the links, Vouchy, Buncha. What up, Stos? What's the genetics? What's going down? The genetics we are going to decide today. It's looking like it might be Magic Marker as the grow off going down on the morning wood, if that's what you're asking about. That's what you're asking about. Shout out to the Boston Clone Company hooking it up for us on that grow along. Going to be happening here soon. And right now you can decide. Today is the day. Last call on what you want us to grow along with. Will it be the Magic Marker or Limesicle? You can go right now, vote on the interview that we did with, this one was the one with Cali Plug, right? Let's go pop over here to the network and give it a look. No, it's the one with Q, huh? It's the one with Q. My apologies. It's one with Q. Let me go ahead. I'm going to drop this in here. This is last call for you to vote on what strain we will be growing. And again, shout out to Boston Clone Co. What up with you guys? How was your weekend, though? Let's get into it. What's up, Surreal Selections? What's up, TH Secrets? How we doing today? How we doing? Woo! Yes, I will be in Michigan, flying out tomorrow. Very much the morning wood, and dude, we've got a guest today. I got that link from that Q. I was like, how's that playing right now? I thought my shit was fucked up. What up, Cloud Mav? How we doing? Bob Marley, marijuana to you. We got our overseas viewers in the building, our yokes in the building. Let's go. Let's go with shit, Michigan. Let's talk about Michigan. Yeah, flying out to Michigan tomorrow to go be at Bring Your Best Bag. And then we're also going to see Bring Your Best Dab. So Tuesday, Wednesday, going to that event. I'm going to bring the backpack, though. So I'll be fucking going crazy in Michigan. Not only will I be doing the morning shows where it depends on where we're at. And then at night, there'll be a night episode where I'm going to be at the event. I'm not going to be able to make tomorrow's episode. I'll be on a plane. So tomorrow's episode at night, but then we'll have a Wednesday episode, a Wednesday night episode, a Thursday morning, a Thursday night, and then I'm flying back Friday. Yeah, no doubt. I'm really looking forward to getting out there in Michigan. You guys have some fire. I've been out there before plenty of times. Every time there's fucking fire. Now I feel like I'm connected in too. So I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, real quick, I want to drop that we're live right now on the socials. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. Let me drop that real quick. Copy link, copy link. Any flavors you guys smoke over the weekend I need to know about? Any flavors out there that I need to know about? Talk to me. right, there we go. Got us a little post. I never get in live. What up, man? Hey, welcome in here, Daddy Dave. Welcome in, Daddy Dave. Been singing that way since you started playing it. What are we talking about? Wouldn't you like to get away where everybody's smoking flame and they're always talking strains? You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, if you missed it, yesterday we created our theme song for the Morning Wood. Shout out to the Yokes that were in the process with us doing it, locked in. And now I'm going to send it over to Nubs, send it over to the Odd Squad family to make a heater for us. So we now have a theme track. It's in the process. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's play the current one, even though they're going to block us. Let me light this blunt up with you guys and get ready to light up with me. You know how we do this. Let's go.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
Oh!
Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail.
Yeah, we got a banger too, guys. We got a banger.
Angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show.
I can't wait to release it. Let's go.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Shout out to Emo, Mario, Fall Dog. What up?
And they're always glad you came.
Daddy Dave made it. Hello.
Be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
That is right. Welcome in here to the Morning Motherfucking Wood to start your week off right. Some positive energy. Let's have a good week today and on. Let's go. Salute to the homies. Salute to you guys. Guest today. Hopefully we're gonna have a guest pop in today. We spoke with Burning Rope to have him jump on. He had a situation pop off over the week, and we wanted to. We had him scheduled to jump on anyways, and then that happened. So we were like, "Oh shit, this is definitely gonna be a topic." However, over the weekend we didn't really connect base. Sent out the link. I'm sure that he's getting ready and doing many things, so might not have him pop on today. If we're lucky, he'll catch that link and we'll see him pop on. But regardless, we'll kick it here. We'll start talking about things going on out there in the world of cannabis. One of the things that I saw pop up that got sent to me was this here. Let's take a listen.
Study that was done at UCLA. So they put these people into groups, cigarette smokers, cannabis smokers, and control group that didn't smoke anything. After 25 years, what did they find? Cigarette group, loss of lung function, increased cancers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Lung function, interesting. 25 years of cannabis smoking. Compared to the non-smokers, there was a slight increase in lung capacity in the cannabis smokers.
What?
I have to check out this study. Yep.
A
What?
massive study that was done at UCLA.
By
So they put these
UCLA, a study was done over 25 years. Over 25 years, UCLA did a study where, I mean, think about that for a second. Let me just, I know I'm in this mid-topic shit, but damn. What studies are going on right now that they're thinking they're in the middle of? You know what I mean? So 25 years, marijuana hasn't even been legal. So who the fuck was doing the study, right? Who got the fucking free weed pass from UCLA being like, look it, we know this shit's illegal, but we're going to let you smoke it, right? We're going to let you. That's fucking tight. So boom, they come out and they have this 25-year study, right? This guy pops on here and starts talking about how, well, when you smoke cigarettes, the lungs depreciate. The motherfuckers are dying. But what did he just say? What the fuck did this dude just say?
Smokers, cannabis smokers, and control group that didn't smoke anything. After 25 years, what did they find? Cigarette group, loss of lung function, increased cancers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Lung function, Interesting. 25 years of cannabis smoking. Compared to the non-smokers, there was a slight increase in lung capacity in the cannabis smokers.
I'll have to check. All those competitions and shit. Come on now. All those bong competitions going on out there. Huh? Lung power going up. Going up. All I'm saying is, I used to call it working out the lungs. I used to say that. Your push-ups, right? Now all of a sudden, it's being proven. Nice. We've talked about the science here on the Morning Wood about, are we ready to hear what is going on with marijuana in us, right? It's all been urban myth till now. Oh, shit, if you know, the classic one, right? If you hold it in, that was always the classic one. Right? You smoke seeds. If you smoke seeds, you'll fucking not be able to have babies. Remember that one? Fuck, man. Now all of a sudden we hear, oh shit, no, actually it's going to help your lungs. Smoke weed and it'll increase your lung performance. Oh shit. This ain't me saying it. This is a 25-year study by UCLA. I'm repeating what we hear. And then we go back to the driving, right? We go back to the driving. So you're telling me it helps me in my lung capacity and it's going to make me stronger, but you're saying it's not making me a better driver? Prove that. Prove that. And maybe, just maybe, there might be studies out there from the other side, right? We're going to say there's sides out there, and that's the best way to reference things without knowing who the players are. So if the one side's out there being like, we're going to do green labs and we're going to figure out how we can tell if you're if you've consumed cannabis, right? That's what all we're looking to know is if you consume cannabis, and we're looking to see if we can tell by impairment, right? Well, what if on the other side, there is a study saying, well, look, we recognize road rage, we recognize impatient drivers lead to X amount of car crashes, and what we found was cannabis reduces anxiety, and some fucking professional ass shit they're going to say to be like, it makes them drive better, right? All I'm saying is it's a discussion. That's all I'm saying. Let me get into the chat. What you guys thinking about that? Blicky, not a chance that's true. Always an agenda with these studies. I appreciate that. I do think that we should always look into the studies. Who did they study? What the fuck? How much were they consuming? Etc. So many questions. Cloud Mav. Anytime my dad has a puff, he holds it and can't convince him otherwise, right? You know what I'm talking about. Cyril, not a fan, BK. My boy just got one. Boop. Once you have the okay, guys, talking about some devices. I see you. Good shit. Good shit. Blicky feels the same, saying his cardio is better when he is smoking versus not. There's people that are coming out there. There's like a high hike in Arizona, and he references that. He says when he doesn't smoke, he seems to kind of like lose focus, but when he does smoke, he says he just gets right involved with the run or something like that. So you've heard athletes talk about how beneficial it is. We've got the most declarated Olympian in the history of the U.S. and Michael Phelps, right? That motherfucker was a daily. He was smoking. So that's where I'm at with it. Marijuana. Let's see what else we got out here in the world of marijuanas today. Are we going to see a competition before the end or before Adam and Paul get out to Michigan? Are we going to see a competition today? UCLA too. UCLA, we need to like remember that UCLA just got a grant or something. They got money. I don't know how they want to label it, but they got money to do a cannabis study on the fucking illicit game. Look at that right here. Holy shit. UCLA Center for Cannabis and Cannabinoids. $7.3 million for wide-ranging cannabis research, right? And you scroll down here, and one of them was unregulated cannabis market study. They got $2 million to study the unregulated cannabis market. They got $2 million to go out there and basically buy some weed, smoke it up. Let's see what they call it. Let me go and make it bigger for you guys. All right. Unregulated cannabis market study. Research into California's persistent illegal cannabis market nearly a decade after state legalization, using innovative methods, including drug testing technology, field observations. Okay, so this is the one I remembered. Drug testing technology, field observations. Field observations? Oh, they're pulling up to events. UCLA pulling up to events. I bet you they were at, oh, damn, was UCLA at the fist fight? You guys in California got to be on your best P's and Q's, bro. Y'all got to be on your best P's and Q's right now. If you are on the illicit market, bro, UCLA is studying you right now. All right. Investigators will examine why consumers continue to purchase cannabis from unregulated sources. UCLA watches proper doings. 100%. They're going to be like, well, there's this shit called smokability. We're finding out that there's this whole, like, subculture of people who really love weed. No, I'm fucking serious, Todd. Every day. Oh, no. And they're going to test for contaminants. The findings will help inform strategies to reduce public health risk associated with unregulated market. $2 million. Principal investigator Chelsea Shover. Okay, this is where I need to step my game up. We need to reach out to Chelsea. This is where I need to step my game up, right? I need to reach out to Chelsea, and we need a convo. We need to find out how the fuck are you doing this, right? What are you going to do? What you going to do, Chelsea? What you going to do? You pulling up? Are you watching Proper Doinks? Are you watching this? Oh, shit, I need to be on my P's and Q's. Look, Chelsea, I appreciate what you're doing out there. I think that I'm just kind of curious, if you would mind popping on. I'm going to send an email. We're going to try to make it official. Maybe even I get big dogs on it. Maybe I get the big dogs. Ask Adam or something. Be like, yo, Adam, you got sway, player. Eggs in the chat, though, if you think I should try to get Chelsea Shover from UCLA Departments of Medicine and Health Policy Management, who will be handling the principal investigator to UCLA, spending $2 million on unregulated cannabis market study. And to me, that was the big one. I mean, they're doing some things, though. Look at cardiovascular. Murdered that one. My apologies. Effects to the heart, right? Checking this out, 2.1 million. Damn, at least they gave more money to our health to the streets, right? Damn. Wow. Cannabis terpenes and flavor regulation. Okay, they're diving into a little bit of this. I'm going to drop this link in the chat for you. If you're interested in reading more into that, do so. We are not seeing the original, though. When I brought this up was, are we going to see any type of consumption and, studies on that? Will they study a motherfucker tolerance, right? Damn, learn something every day. Fire dab. By the time the whole 0.5 gets moving, it cooled the slurper down to perfect temp. Matt says, yeah, get her smart ass in here. Hey. Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Let's say Chelsea does pop in here. I always find it fascinating and damn near disappointing, same time, that you'll see companies come in and they'll have a marijuana department, and then whoever is running that department doesn't even smoke weed, doesn't know weed, never. It's just one of those things where it's like, how are you really going to run a fucking weed department and you don't even consume, my dude? Like, people out there will say that that's fucking old school thinking, though, right? People out there growing weed without consuming, but they have consumed the ones that I think are cooking, like OGCM out in Florida. Shout out to him. So in this situation, if Chelsea pops on here and she says, I don't know, I'm going to go study the illicit market, and she says someone like, I don't know, who's whack? Like, right? But if she comes in and she's like, oh yeah, no, I've been paying attention, over here to Cali Plug, that Cali Plug, I tell you. It could be interesting. I'm going to send an email. We are a media company here, right? Well, I'm going to fucking flex it. We are a media company. Let us media. Business hires the best qualified person for a position, not because they smoke or not. A bad way to fail based on that criteria. No, and I get that, but it doesn't seem like it always. I mean, just in my experience, I don't think that you can compare marijuana to a different commodity or commercial product in a sense. Like, a lot of people will try to compare it to like the fucking the fucking, I don't know why I can't think of it because I don't visit that often, but like the vegetable section. Fuck. Right? But sometimes I look at it, and if you want to produce, now if you want to carry it to compare it to a produce, I do think that's fair. I think that's a fair comparison. I don't think there's a produce currently that you can compare it to. You probably can. Then it should be like that. Where I look at a lot of dispensaries out there, they're treating that shit like canned goods, right? They're treating it like, oh, well, we could put it in this can and it's going to be good. So I don't like that compare. I think that they try to say that, but no. Okay, dope comment, Mario. Mario says because the scientist smoking during the experiment is going to be a no-go for peer review. I don't want the science. I mean, look at, okay, good shit. I think the person who is running a cannabis business should have the awareness of what cannabis is like. And I think with that awareness, you'll be able to understand how to market it, how to approach it, how does a smoker, you know, what do they look for type energy, all kinds of things. If you've only had that described to you, you're always going to try to relate it to something that you've personally experienced, and that's not cannabis. So I think that's going to put you at a disadvantage, in my personal opinion, because it's human nature to go to something that you've done, that you've experienced, to try to fucking do your due diligence, right? So I think that you've had to have had experience. I think it's just a flaw out there if you've not experienced cannabis to be the head of a cannabis anything. I think that's a flaw. That's my opinion. Views and opinions. But like, studying cannabis isn't running a cannabis business. So when we say I don't want my scientist stoned, neither do I. I want the scientist to give me the fucking science. Like, give me these numbers, give me the fucking analyze this shit, whoop-de-woo. Like, your job is not to consume. Your job is to tell me what the fuck is going on, right? It's different. All right, I'm excited, though. I'm excited for Michigan. Kicking it with everybody. I had a great time at the Proper Smoke 160K battle, the Proper Doinks battle. Kicking it with everybody. Now about to go out to the other side of the fucking nation and do the same thing. Firing up the backpack for the first time in months. It'll be the first time I'm firing it up for the Morning Wood. So I'm excited about that. You guys will be, for the first time, joining me on this journey wherever I go. The backpack is now going to transition from my Arizona show. It'll probably do both, but for the most part, it'll get the most attention when I'm fucking with PSN, that's for sure. So that shit's going to be tight. You guys are going to be right with me now. My homie Dan is pulling up with me. Shout out to my dude Dan. And you guys will be right there with me now. Front row seat, camera's great. I don't know if you guys have seen any of these streamers out there with these backpacks. They fucking are fun. Shout out to my dude Spence, watching out there from Arizona, Abundant Organic. Jumped on here. We talked about organic grows and facilities and, you know, what it's like in Arizona, whatnot. Appreciate him popping in here. Gotta roast a different weed up. Roast weed! Nice, too. I think I'm gonna do a tour over at High Tech. I'm pretty much just gonna go out there and just roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on vacay mode, and if we go anywhere and somebody wants me to fire up that backpack, like, why not? Like, right? Just fucking the Morning Wood Michigan takeover. Let's go have some fun. I'm looking forward to smoking so much weed. It's pretty much where I'm at. DGR, my last episode, I also have two improper blicky waiting on your improper blicky waiting on your episode. Blicky, yeah, bunch of a little blicky interview or what? I need, you know what? The reason it hasn't been fired up in Arizona is I need a sponsor for the backpack for Heine. I haven't really tried to get one, but I need to work that out. How do I bring my car on a cruise ship to Mexico? Is it even worth it? I feel like you know, again, this is all like make believe land out there, but I always felt like when I go, I like to put it inside of my like bathroom supplies, toothbrush, you know, toothpaste. I'll have like these little bottles of like cologne and shit like that, and then I'll just like, I've never had an issue just throwing it in there. I don't think TSA's tripping on weed like that. Last time we had Blicky on, though, he got pretty hyphy. Blicky, what would you want to talk about if you popped on? Go get high tech and growing pains. I want to stop by the trap. For sure. I want to support all of the anybody in the network. Like I want to support. You know, shout out to them, especially if they popped on to the wood. Shit, pause. We gotta go support. I'm gonna break up some weed. Break up some weed. I'm gonna roll up this OGCM because I've had it for so long, and like I don't know, I don't like to sit on weed like that. So I thought I thought he would like bust out, and he would have gone already. So I think I'm just gonna roll this OGCM. Shout out to him. I remember when I came back from the proper doinks, I had way more than the ounce, and I was nervous, man, allegedly. I was nervous. But yeah, cruised right through. For some weed, though, you know, come on. Hunter the Hashman out here. What's up, dude? You see Ronan posting pics of the toad from different grow styles looking way different with a bunch of purple ones too. Oh, look, we are having Ronan on the show. And I'm going to ask the question if he'll confirm where he sent Detroit Runts. Oh, this is going down. Check. I'm going to ask Ronan when he joins TMW, will he confirm where he sent that Detroit Runts? Like, it's been some time now, and I'm kind of curious, like, did somebody still pop it out as the toad? Like, he knows it all. You know what I mean? Like, he knows right now who was out there pump faking the market, who was out there that said no and came out and said, fuck, I got the goddamn Runts. Frost said, Blicky, I agree with you. We got to feed our families at the same time. Not as important as feeding your family, but second to that, I like having the best. And then, okay, I probably read that right. He said, like, got to feed the family, but not as important as feeding the family, but second to that, I like having the best. Nice. Matt said he smoked on Tenco Red Pizen. Is that how you say that? Over the weekend. Fire. He said, now I got to have the blue. Shout out to Tenco Stacks. Red Pizen is now getting some reviews in the chat. Let's go. Hunter said, I got some Ichiban seeds in that drop. Still don't know what I have. Okay, that's one thing, too, that I feel a little of me. Okay, you guys know I've been out there trying to get Archive on the show, right? I've been out here saying, look, politely, hey, let's talk about it. I've made comments. I've been in the DMs and shit like that. I'm like, God damn it. He's just ignoring it, won't respond. I'm like, all right. But he'll take shots at people, right? And he's taking these shots. You're taking shots at the network. So a little of me says, I'll take a little bit of a shot at you. Because you got my boys out here in Arizona twiddling their thumbs, waiting on some shit that you were supposed to send, right? So a little of me says, do we create a little bit of a back and forth so we can try to get this guy to come out the cave? Because I know for sure I've seen posted up, who's the homie, man, that fucking posted up and said, I still haven't had my shit. Nutmeg, Fletch way too much of a hater to join TMW. But that's the thing is I don't have any reason. I don't have like a, like it's not my shit, right? So it's like, okay, I see the homies out here having issues with what they bought from them. I see him talking shit about the network, but he hasn't said anything to me. So it's like, I would just be kind of like, tossing myself in there, right? So it's like, fuck. What I would just ultimately like is just to hear and give him an opportunity. Country. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that, Hunter. Country trees. I just want to hear what the fuck he's talking about, right? I want to pick the brain of what the fuck he's talking about. And then ask him like, yo, what is good with those things though? What's good with that? Same goes with who else is like that? Team Mendo. Team Mendo's another one where it's like, I just want to have a conversation. You're out there being very vocal on the internet. So let's talk about what you're saying. I like that kind of conversation, right? Awesome guy out there said, wait a minute, my dude. This isn't a charity, especially not for the most disrespectful motherfuckers out there. That is something that I do have in mind, like guest integrity, you may say, right? Like, having those on and not taking time away from someone out there that would maybe help us understand what's going on with cannabis today in a different light, instead of just talking to someone who is out there being, a negative critic on it. Is that where we're at? Like, what I mean? We don't want to have too much of it. But when it comes to someone like, Archive, who's done a lot, right? GOAT. Before all of the awareness that I have because of TMW, I would have just considered Archive a GOAT and fucking just out there, being the best fucking breeders can be, Now I know, homie's human. He's out here, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like sometimes perception and shit like that, right? The perception that these guys have right now can, for some of these people are out there like these motherfuckers can't fail. Matt said, where we at, Matt? Who are you talking about? Only made it 2 days up the hill, but back home this week and going through the rest of this UTH lineup. Nice. Nice. Picked up the whole motherfucking lineup. Let's go. Shout out to Up the Hill. I think Ronan was working with a nursery in Oklahoma, and they were housing Ronan Genetics, and his relationship went south with the nursery, and that nursery was the ones giving out fake toe cuts. Joe, interesting. When Ronan went on to the Mango podcast, I'm pretty confident there was even the clip out there that said Ronan was like, so I sent out Detroit Runts, right? That's what I believe. I consumed out of all of that, but we'll definitely be able to verify when Ronan pops in on here. Mario saying, right, if he just shut up on social, he could just ride the wave. I agree. Like, I feel like the most, and you know, for people like myself who, you know, just love the chase of finding the best weed and stuff like that, wasn't involved in these grows or hunting genetics and things like that. When 710 Labs came out with that breeder bracket a few years ago, 4 years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't Archive come close to winning it? If not, won it? Who won that 710 bracket? Remind me, because I remember watching that. We had just went rec in Arizona, so I was like, oh shit, I'm about to buy all these motherfuckers that like get to the Sweet 16 and the top 8. And I did. I bought a lot of breeders off of that bracket because I was sitting back watching the comments. And like the comments were verifying a shitload of people, in my opinion. Who won that? Because I remember that's how I really was like, damn, Archives that shit, huh? Was because of that 710. That 710 bracket, I think, made a lot of noise for breeders' awareness to consumers. Because a lot of people like fucking 710 Labs, a lot of people paying attention, and those brackets went off. Archive never almost won any proper. No, not a proper doink. We're talking about a few years ago. 710 Labs did a breeder bracket and went through like 64 breeders across the nation and had like people voting on which one was, you know, the best, and it got all the way down. That's what I'm talking about. Do you think that all these toads going around that... I was going to say, do you think that it'll come back to the name Becky for being like back to the original players? In a sense, the game of Toad has spread out now. It's a national game. Everyone's picking it up. It's in fucking backyards to facilities. So now does it... If Glenn at Green Dragon was to say, well, you know, technically this is still the original over here, this is over his, does that increase the value? At any point, did you find yourself having a demand for Becky, is what I'm asking. Like, did you at any point, do you want to start at the base of where it all began? Frost, there's a clip out there where Ronan says, like, I believe that he says we were sending out Detroit runts, and he was involved with it. He either said I or we, but it was none of we had a fallout, so they did that. That was news to me, and that angle was today with that one. From my perspective, Ronan was the one sending it out. The Cut Right and Water Boys has the best frog poison in the game, and it is fucking fire. I've smoked it. I have the jar, looking at it right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I do, right? So, Joe, no then? You think that's the one right there? Shots being fired in the chat. Nutmeg, I fuck with Soldier, but just because he bred Dosey-Dos doesn't make him the best breeder in the world. Blicky, one of a few operators still growing in Humboldt, like one of a couple hundred down from 8,000 is sad. It feeds my family without having to feed the rat race. That's all I flex. Awesome said, nothing wrong with that, Blicky, but when you throw stones first, don't be a pussy when the stones come back. Woo! Woo! All right, let me roll this weed up, and then we'll get back into some convo and shit like that. Marijuana to you guys. What are we smoking out there? Please let me know. Let me know what you're smoking and where you're smoking, because I like to think that I'm talking to a national audience out there. How you doing? If you're not watching live, drop a comment in the comments. That's where they belong. Let's go. Shout out to HGV sponsoring the Morning Wood. We will be doing a grow off soon, grow along, and I will be using HGV for the first time. So shout out to them. You hear the pros are using it. People winning awards, winning money using HGV. So I'm looking forward to winning terps, right? Winning terps. Let's see. Nutmeg out there with some Moon Bow, just a mids version of Z. Damn. So light Z. Ghost OG in Georgia. Nice. Shout out to Georgia out there. Are you going to events? Are you going to events in Georgia after what happened? Or did you steer clear of those? Salt Life. Did we pick a strain? I think we did. When I last checked, it was 10 to 5 magic marker. I'm going to check right now, though. I'm going to check right now. Oh, some Laugh Lance, some Tide, Central California. What's up, California? How we doing? Marijuana to you. You started this gangster shit. Wizard Trees, Blacklight, nice, fuck yeah. Doinking up this Milano from UTH in North Carolina. Shout out to the East Coasters out there. Knack, Lil Blue Sugar. No shit. I'm fucking horrible with, was that UK? Fuck. I'm a Neanderthal, man. My bad. Tire Fire OG Hendrix, OG Kush and Triangle Kush from San Fernando Valley. OG Skunky Smoking OG. Let's go. Stu says Tropical Temptress out in Florida. Shout out to you. I'm about to smoke on some Florida right now. Let's get it. What the fuck was I about to do too? Oh, stoner shit. Oh, no, we were going to check the fucking, what are we growing? All right, let's see if we got any more votes. Oh, yeah, I saw this. What is this for, too? So check this out. I went to go check the page, like to check comments one day. And so I go to the page and I scroll down and it's like 9,541 comments. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. I'm like, what happened? This shit was funny. I had to do a refresh. Brought me back down to reality real quick. I was like, oh, 17. I was like, nice. Talk about a moment. All right, we're going to count how many magic markers we see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 for magic marker. Let's go for limesicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is magic motherfucking marker. Let's go. Magic marker is the play. Okay? It's the play. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to reach out to Boston Clone Co. and I'm going to say, we got the strain. What's the process now, right? Because we got to see how many people are down. So what we need you to do, if you are into doing this grow along, you need to make your transition now over to our Discord, which I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. If you need the link, you can hit us up on The Morning Wood on Instagram. You can drop anywhere you can find me, ask me for the link. I will get you that link. Start joining into the Discord. We will be answering questions. We had a great question over there from DGR who wanted to know the EC for what the plants are being fed currently. So if there's other questions that you need to set you up for success on this grow along, the Discord is going to be our meetup. We're going to have a private group just for the grow along. The chat's there. We're getting it. Shout out again to Boston Clone Company. It is about to go down. Who in this motherfucker is doing it? Throw some eggs in the chat if you're ready for this. Giant Bucket said SirHIGH got his way with the marker. All good. I did feel bad. Actually, I was like, Jason, if you just wanted to pick it, you should have picked it, right? Like I did influence, obviously, the magic marker and too much. Too much. My apologies. Fuck. Because I was like, damn. Right there, Mario saying, not gonna lie, would have preferred that lime, but the magic marker is easier, right? So look, one of this is too that we're gonna do this, and out of this will come, you know, maybe the toad, right? We might be able to do it this again if this all works out, and those involved with this one. You know what I mean? We'll see how we build the competition within it to get to the toad. But the link is just the regular Discord. Absolutely. Once you get to that point, go ahead. And once you're a part of the Proper Smoke Network Discord, you're going to see that there is a Morning Wood channel. Leave a comment saying that you're there for the Grow Along, and I'm going to add you to the Grow Along private account. So that's the process. It may seem like a lot, but that'll help make sure that we keep everybody organized and that it really is a dope experience too. We want to make sure that like the entire experience is dope. If there's someone out there that's growing along that this might be their first time putting a tent up, there's a few people that reached out that are putting tents together for this, right? So it's like, I want to make sure that we follow through all the way on the experience. So take a little bit of extra time, get involved with the Discord. It'll have its own chat. So that way there'll be people in there that are growing along with you that you can post up pictures. You can ask questions. You can, you know, have some guidance in a sense. So shout out to anybody out there that's joining this for the first time that they're growing some reefers. It's honestly, I feel like I'm going to be figuring shit out a little bit, you know, reacquainting myself with the process. So don't feel some type of way. We are going to have some killers in there. DGR is going to be a part of it. So I know we're going to have some people in there that have experience. And we'll find out who all is getting down. We'll find out who's all getting down. I think Blicky might even say, so we know the chat's going to be on fire, right? We do know that. Z says, currently making 36 accounts to cast votes for Blue Dream. God damn it. All right, it's about that time, but I do have a blunt rolled. I do have some time on my hands. Should we light up and bullshit? More. But that one guy that just ran Magic Marker for the third time is banned. Damn. Wow. I mean, it's a grow along. It wasn't like you had to be the first time. Like, I think it's tight that we have someone in there with that experience. Fuck it. Like, let us know what is this lady like, right? I don't want to feed her a tuna sandwich if she doesn't like fish. Fuck. Anyways. Anywho. Let's do what we do. Let's do what we do and smoke some weed. I told you I want Blicky to send me some reefers. Oh, man. You know, I can want that. Doesn't mean that that has to be happening, and that doesn't mean I'm promoting that. Okay, Mario, you popped out the listen, SirHIGH. Hold up, listen, SirHIGH. I'm making the rules, okay? Bend the knee. Whoa, you had me until you said bend the knee. Mario, if you want to be involved, are you growing with us? Are you in the fucking chat? Let me light this weed, Mario. Let me light this weed real quick. Because I'm down. If we need some mods in there. A bunch of bulls a mod in there. This is first time growing. All right, here we go. No, because you're going to say no blunts.
Making your way in the world today takes
Just to smoke a blunt. You guys want me to do the fucking remix? You want me to fucking spit some bars? Some TMW fucking bars? You want to know what the squad came up with over the weekend type shit? Bend the Knee's crazy. I don't even know. I think he watched that stand-up live last night, and he really wanted Kevin to sit on The Rock's knee. This was that moment for us, and no. I know, Blicky. I know. I feel you, bro. I feel you. One day, Blick. Wow. You want to hear this crap? Shit's lit, dude. Shit's fucking fire. It's going to spread across. It's going to viral nism. Going down with this shit. You know what then? No, I'm making it wait. I'm making it wait because honestly, if I got one, you got one. I don't want to fuck it up for everybody that spent so much time putting this shit together, right? We locked in like for 4 hours yesterday and made this shit. So I think at this point, I need to do it some service and I can't discredit it. If I come out here and start doing it, first time, motherfucking Giant Bucket's out of here. I'm getting the downvote and he's out. I ain't doing it to him. There's too many people locked in yesterday. I can't do that. Let's just play back the original and it'll come. Be patient.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check
Ounces in the mail. TMD. Fuck, I should have left it alone. Oh, we got a banger though. Just know it's a banger.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Shout out to you guys for being over here, man. Marijuana to you. Marijuana. We got a banger, man. You guys should have been there Sunday. This shit was lit. On Mother's Day, we made a banger. All right, I'm going to smoke some weed, though. What are the topics you guys want me to talk about here on PSN? You know what I'm saying? Is there anything going on over the weekend that you were like, let's talk about it, right? You guys are out there in the world of marijuana. What's up? What do you think is going on? I appreciate you guys always, supporting my topics. You know what I mean? You engage with it. Besides Blicky over here big hating. And Mario hating on my guests. All right. Besides them, what do you guys think, man? What's up? Tell me. What's on your mind with weed? So I fucked up. I booked an incredible lineup. An incredible fucking lineup. And realized that I'm going to Michigan. So I got to go in there and get all the guests to come now next week. So Next week, this will be the lineup. On Tuesday, Marcus, Nature's Lab. Let's go! Now, I'm excited for that conversation because obviously what we're seeing going on right now with the BHO and the rosin, like my boy Marcus, Nature's Lab, award-winning, straight motherfucker, puts it down for reefers. Loving that conversation. Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, Masonic. Looking forward to that conversation. Obviously for many reasons. Many reasons. Next Thursday, Ronan. Ronan popping on here. We are going to ask about what is going down. And then wrapping up next week, potentially. I'm going to see with all these guests if they're all down to just move it to next week. But AZ Cannabis selections. Shout out to my dude Jay. I want to have him on here and top it up. He recently dropped a brand, and he's going to be joining the network. And let's have convo. He's been sitting around with goats. You know what I mean? His insight, his perspective, the palette of the desert, known as. So that was the lineup for this week, man. I fucking was getting ready to go send out for promo, and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, fool. You're fucking leaving to Michigan, dummy. So, all right. Bob Marley, wouldn't you be able to tell me? You're in Maui, aren't you? And if you know, and you can get me some real Maui Wowie, like Bob Marley, I believe you're out there in Hawaii, right? Confirm that for me. I'm excited, bro, because you said that I can come out there and try some strains. And I was under the impression that I was going to have to hit the dispo, my dude. And like, no knock, dispo weed over no weed, sign me up. 10 out of 10 times. I'm not one of those that like, oh, I'd just rather not smoke. Like, I'm one of those that be like, let's find the motherfucker up in here. There's got to be a fucking gem in here somewhere. Like, I think it has a goddamn, like, fucking finding the goddamn Pikachu in Pokemon, right? Let's find this bitch. Nice. So I'm under the impression now that when I go to Maui, though, I'm plugged in. Very much so how if you come to Arizona, you're plugged in. That goes for everybody listening. If you visit Arizona, hit me. You're plugged in. What that means to me now is I'm going to be able to go out to Maui and smoke some Maui. Yes. Let's go. And shout out to Jason Harris, Jerome Baker. I've been out there in Maui before, and he showed me around and showed me the island, and I got to smoke some on some Maui and stuff like that. But I've also been there where I didn't have the plug. Oh, man, there we go, dog. Let's go. This is why, I'll be honest with you guys, straight up, part of the reasons I used to love touring was connecting with stoners all across the nation. Because we're really all similar in that way where we really love to smoke weed, right? And so that connection was dope. We're all across the world, but like when I was traveling across the nation, that was what was tight. Connecting with stoners all across the nation. What's a scam? They should be. Sri Lanka might have crazy. What's happening? What happened? What happened? What happened? I didn't take it like that, though. I didn't take it like he was asking, like he didn't know. Like, I would imagine he knows. Or better yet, is that shit all a myth? Right? I remember hearing about Maui Wowie when I was like 15. Is it a myth? Like, like for it not to have crossed my plate at some point in this life, crazy. Is Maui Wowie an urban myth? I bet I feel like that question, there's probably people out there like, this motherfucker. Look, it just is what it is. We look at other genetics that float all across the nation that get boomed out. Why did Maui Wowie then? Had me smoking fucking Blue Dream. The whole nation was smoking Blue Dream. How does Blue Dream have more of a fucking network than goddamn Maui Wowie? Stop it. No, I know. You're funny. Oh, MRR said, I'm plugged in sack. Let's go. MRR, can you drive to Fountain Hills or Cave Creek to meet me when I come to Arizona? Absolutely. But what I would probably do is say, because if I need to meet up with you, that must mean that you don't have a vehicle situation. But those are only miles away from the High Lounge. So I would just be like, let's lift. Unless you had some kind of fire situation where we go over there and we smoke and we enjoy a view and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, or just come to the lounge, we fucking kick it, smoke. They have a soda machine in that bitch soon. Crazy. Absolutely, though, MRR, we figure it out and we link 100%. Why do you visit Arizona like that? You're naming cities. You got family out here? Ooh. You got to visit during the summer? Ooh. Bro, if you fly in, bro, I'll be with a sign. I'll be with a sign, brother. No, I was kidding. I won't be there. Yeah, and if you want, depending on what day you come, we might be able to align a facility tour. Like for the past probably 5 years, I've considered putting together cannabis, like kind of fucking getaways in a sense, right? Because we have a lot of shit out here. People like Arizona in a sense already is a tourist state. So why not market it as like, go see all that shit and be plugged in on weed? You know what I mean? Go see a facility, go see someone make hash if you want. Go to an event, go to a lounge, and then like go on these tours you can go while you smoke and shit like that. No shit. Hell yeah. Shout out to you, man. Entrepreneurship right there. Love to hear it. I lived in Flagstaff for a little bit. I was going to open my first smoke shop in Flagstaff, but I ended up getting arrested for reefer. So it soured me out on that city. I said, fuck this. I dipped. Mario, I'm finna swing by SirHIGH, but you'll have to put me on, provide all the weed and facilities, a trip to the Grand Canyon and observatory. I would definitely provide you with the information that will supply you with all of those things. With plays. And we definitely smoking. But I don't sell cannabis though. I had to link you with my legal traps, my guy. I legally trap weed. You know what I'm saying? We legally doing it out here these days, man. I got kids. I couldn't explain to my kid, be like, I got arrested. And they'd be like, what the fuck do you mean? Can't have that combo. So we legally out here moving. Legally. He's all, wait a minute. You got on me about smoking weed, had me pissed in a cup, but then you got arrested? Man, what the fuck? No, that wouldn't work out that well. We're breaking generational curses with this run. Flagstaff is beautiful as fuck. Facts. Got the pine trees, Colorado, almost Maine vibes. Wow. Flagstaff in the motherfucking building even? Holy shit. There we go. Shout out to you. I'm going to take a hit for you. I'm going to smoke you out, Mario, for sure. With some smackers. Get you into the lounge. That goes for all. Anybody that visits Arizona, I would love to smoke you out with some smackers. Kick it. Vibe out. What up, Juan? How's your day? Why? What happened to Nutmeg? I don't know, but I'm getting stoned in this motherfucker. What is up? Hey, let's start the week off great, too, by the way. Let's have a fantastic Monday. Shake and bake to you guys. I feel surreal that I'm going to Michigan tomorrow. I just haven't traveled like this in a while. So it's like, are you really? Is this real? Shout out to my homie Dan going with me too. That's my guy. So we're about to be popping out. And he goes to Michigan all the time. Like, he goes to Detroit. So he's like my fucking tour guide out there. I'm about to fucking have a great time. Why you lost? MRR, Arizona is the spring. Arizona in the spring is like nowhere else. I agree. Sedona when it's monsoon time, bro. You know your shit. You definitely lived out here. Exactly. Come visit on those times, bro. Great times. I would not visit here like pretty much April 21st through October 30th. I would avoid Arizona. If my roots weren't deep here, woo. Woo. OGCM. What we got here? This is that 10K. This is that one that he put up for 10K. I feel it, dude. God damn. This man. Whenever someone says, "Oh, but you don't smoke," nah, it don't matter. He has. Damn. Also, you gotta give him a shout out to his QC team, right? Big Smoke. They picked a good one on that one. Mario, very true. It's like Las Vegas. You're just basically one AC pocket to the next, 100%. And some people like that hot ass weather. I'm older these days, and I just don't. The heat fucks with me, right? But I like to go to like the river. People float down a fucking river in a tube out here, and that's a good time. But there is nowhere that I am aware of in the States that has the weather that is ideal for me year round, right? Like I like that 70-degree weather I like green. I want to see trees. The closest I think that is to that is Seattle, but it rains. So it's like, damn. If it was like a little bit more sun, I'd even take 50-50. But I hear they only get like 60 days of sun. That's crazy. Grab a Verner's while in Michigan. What is that? Is that a hot dog? Isn't that a hot dog? Isn't that like the fucking like classic hot dog? I know I'm gonna grab one of those. I'm going out there with my homie Dan, who is a fucking hot dog enthusiast. That dude is a glizzy god. So I bet I'm gonna have like, I bet you I have at least, I don't know if I'll have, maybe if he's, I don't know. But I was gonna say probably 4 glizzies on this trip coming up. Oh, it's ginger ale? I don't know about that. RJ, it's hella funny when people say it's like a sale. Why? How you spell? How you do it? For real though, only 60 days of sun would be crazy. I always thought California's weather was dope, where it's like overcast until noon. When I lived in Long Beach, I always fucked with that. I was like, nice. I don't have to wake up, sun in my eyes and shit like that. I can like kind of wake up and like get used to the day. And then right around noon, all of a sudden the sun comes out and it's like, here we are. Random. What are we talking about? Where'd that come from? Let's see some backstory of this real quick. Blicky, Santa Barbara is perfect weather all year long. Humboldt is near perfect with the warming period we've had over the last decade. Okay. I could see myself living in Humboldt just because to me that's like the motherland of weed. I could see living in Humboldt just for like, just to be like, yeah, I'm in Humboldt. No big deal. Here's my address. Go kick it with Underrated. I mean, Mario, to answer your question, though, I think at one point, right? I thought I found that one. Now I just wear that one on the pinky. I wear that pinky ring. Now there's the engagement ring also, right? There's 2 rings on there. Can't really tell. You get to a certain age. I got kids, too. Like, yeah, he's kind of like, what are we? I'm gonna let someone live in my space? That's crazy. Mario, wow, Juan was there. That's funny. All right. Marijuana. I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. Good chop. Always love to enjoy the times with you. I'll be not live tomorrow morning, but the next time you see me live, I'll be in Michigan. It'll be a little different. I'll have the backpack with me, and we will be testing it out. I won't be able to make modifications to it, so we're going to roll with whatever the fuck it cooks. Meaning like, you know, I hope that the chat pulls up. Maybe, honestly, I might do a practice stream tonight with it. So you might see me pop on later with the backpack. That's probably a good idea. I was already even put the daily comment asking SirHIGH how he was doing on the tape. That's right. Maui, we've also growing up in Maui, we never had a strain called Maui Wowie. It was just a strain grown outdoor in the mountains was Maui Wowie. Okay. Nice. Thank you. So there never was a Maui Wowie strain Bob Marley. You're saying like growing up, it was just a fact that Maui was growing weed and people were like, wow. Bro, that adds up to me. That adds up to me, right? That's fucking funny. All right, straight from the source right there. Straight from motherfucking Maui. Breaking news. No Maui Wowie existed. I hope when you invite a female guest to the TNW that you don't call this. What else am I going to call it? What else am I going to call it? PSN? Like I just go all. Don't you think I should at some point let them know the name of the show? Like, okay, let's say I don't name the show all this time. Like, oh yeah, PSN, PSN, PSN. And then the morning of the show, I'm like, boom, here's the link. And then she pops on and says the morning wood. We need to kind of give her the heads up. I smoke blunts and talk. TMW. Yeah. You think the name's bad? Mario says he doesn't trust Bob on Maui matters. Wow. Good night, Peach, dude. You guys are funny. I'm messing it all up, dude. There's no future here because the name. Is that what we're saying? Wait till you hear this track. Wait till you hear this. We have a Morning Wood theme song. I just don't think you guys have heard it yet. Once that drops, game over. Would you pop seeds from a company if you found out the owner ratted out his old partner to the feds? No, I don't really try to support any of that movement. To each their own, but like there's so many people out there we could support. I think that's a follow-up question coming around though. I think there's a follow-up. I think you set me up for what you're about to say is... I don't know, man. I trust Bob. Oh, man. You know, you're just in one of those situations, though. If you're invested, look at it's one thing to make decisions on a personal level. When it comes to the business, like you see people who turn their mold into gold and shit like that, right? So it's like, fuck, bro, in a situation, that's kind of where you're at, right? I don't know, $1,000 isn't too much. You might just want to let it go. Like I could see if, you know, there's ways around it, right? You could just pop them, rename them, and who the fuck is really going to know? But then once they find out and they know and they know you did all that, it's like, oh man, you're cooking yourself, dude. It's like one of those things where it's like, just for the 1,000, I'd probably just say, ooh, fuck it. That sucks. I've lost way more though in business for sure. So. Marijuana though, random topic, random feedback. MMR saying, you're okay to pop them. That was before the problem existed. I think MRR, what I would worry about, though, would be that the public really doesn't like to fuck with, or the marijuana community, as we've seen, will rally against rat history. So in a sense, it's like you're risking, and it could be limited, very limited. But if it ever, like, if that person ever came out and said it, like, that's what you're risking it on. You're risking on the person who ratted keeping it secret that you're not using the name of his genetics because of his history, right? Ugh, that's a. I wouldn't trust that. You know what I mean? He's gonna rat that out. History shows that marijuana. And that's that. You know I like to end it. Let's get it. Everybody have a good day out there. Marijuana to you. We'll see you tomorrow, Michigan. Let's go. Marijuana. Thank you so much for what you've provided this community, these opportunities. I'll represent right. Let's go.
What the fuck?